All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Power of Ha Coherence Check-in. This is a weekly check-in every Monday. My name is Jeremy Tennell. I'm your host and your facilitator as we go through uh, the um, the heart-focused breathing together. Let me give you a little bit of background about what heart-focused breathing is and why it's important. Heart-focused breathing was developed by the Institute of Heart Math, which is an independent science research facility out of California. They've been around for about 35 years. And specifically what they've been looking at is they've been looking at the heart intelligence. One of the things that in the past 20 years neuroscience has begun to discover is that the body's cognitive system does not simply reside in the head, in the brain, that the cognitive system is actually running through our entire body. There are over 1 billion neurons in our brains, and there are over 50,000 neurons in our hearts, and there are approximately 40 million neurons in our gut. And these neurological connections are all connected through the vagus nerve, which is running from the bottom of our feet all the way up to our hypothalamus in our brain. And what's happening is that these different cognitive areas of our body are constantly communicating with each other, but they're not necessarily in coherence. They're not necessarily working together. One of the things that research is beginning to reveal is that our brains are excellent at problem solving and analytics, whereas our hearts obviously are appear to be a center for emotional intelligence, and our gut tends to be an area of intuitive intelligence. And when we can get those areas into coherence, and it can be measurable through a tool called an inner balance tool, which I'll demonstrate next week, what we find is that our cognitive ability expands. We suddenly have the ability to regulate our emotions and our intuition in a much healthier way. We're able to integrate those into our cognitive awareness as far as the world around us. We're able to reduce our stress and reduce our anxiety. And just like lifting a weight, this is a tool that we can build for ourselves. So ongoing practice can be vital. So let's go ahead and get started. It's very simple. There's just a few things that we're going to do, and then we're going to do an independent breath work together for about 5 minutes. And so the first thing we want to know is that we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our mouths. And we're going to bring that breath in for about 5 seconds and hold it, push it back out for about 5 seconds. And we do this because what breathwork experts have discovered in conjunction with neuroscience study is that 5 seconds is about the perfect breath with intention. So often we have no intention behind our breath. We don't even think about our breath, but we're going to be thinking about it today in a very specific manner. So let's just do 3 breaths together. Here we go. In through our nose and out through our mouths. In and out. And in and out. Now let's bring the intention behind it. So with the intention, what we're going to do is we are going to put that intention, our thinking, towards our hearts. One of the things that you can do, and I often do, is I'll place a hand over my heart. It's a way of physically identifying that I'm putting intention into the heart. And then the second piece that we're going to do is that when we do breath work, this isn't meditation. If it was meditation, we would be trying to quiet the mind. In this particular instance, what we're doing is, instead of allowing the mind to chatter on and on mindlessly, we're going to put intention So it's mindful into that, into our mind, and we are going to focus those thoughts on positive emotional thoughts. So I utilize gratitude because it's simple, it's easy to do, and you can create a list, which my brain likes. So I just start thinking about the things I'm grateful for, and I start small. I'm thankful for being here with all of you. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my wife. I'm thankful for my kids. And I build it out from there. And I time it with my breath. So we're going to combine all that. We're going to do our breath, we're going to do our intention, and we're going to do our heart-focused emotional work while we're doing it. So let's get into a seated position if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Feet on the ground, back straight. And we're going to begin together, and we're just going to spend about 5 minutes in this. If you lose your intention, if you lose your mindfulness, just come back to the breath, in and out, and then start your list again. Here we go. And I'm breathing in. It's a little bit like learning how to ride a bike, getting everything kind of working together. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're going to come back into the space. And that's the basics of heart-focused breathing. Now it takes practice. And what happens when you do practice is that you build what's called personal and emotional resilience. So what does that mean? Resilience in our culture often means the ability to pick yourself back up after you fall. But in this particular context, the way I'm using the word resilient is I am using it as the ability to continue to move forward in the face of anxiety, stress, hardship, difficult emotions, activating conversations. Rather than moving into our emotional state and suddenly reacting out of it, we're connecting our heart intelligence with our brain intelligence. And when we do that, we are getting the full ability of our cognitive function. So the breath is the simple tool for being able to connect that. And you can do the same thing with gut intelligence, simply by breathing into your gut and intuiting around you. That's a practice for another time. What I encourage each and every one of you to do is to take and spend 3 to 5 sessions this next week on your own. Connect your breath to your mindful intention, to your heart. Utilize a positive emotional thought in order to connect to your heart. You can do gratitude, you can do happy thoughts, whatever you want to do. You can think about memories that bring and invoke happy thoughts. Gratitude tends to be the easiest and the most consistent. And I want you to practice those for about 5 minutes this week. We'll meet back here next week and we will practice together. And we'll do this every week, and you will become a coherent and resilient warrior. Thank you.